Good evening. Welcome to another edition of Sky Blue Fans TV on this Thursday evening. We've just spent a lovely afternoon in the Diamond Club at Coventry City. Myself, Claudio, and Vicky. Miles is away on holiday at the moment, so he's putting his feet up, getting a bit of sunshine. And the rest of the team are here, actually, apart from Miles. So we'll bring them all in now, and let's bring Claudio in. Good evening, Claudio.
Good evening, Ken. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Did you enjoy your lunch this afternoon?
I did. I didn't drink much at all, actually. I kept myself nice and sober because we've got this quiz, haven't we? So
we have. We've got a few things going on tonight. We've got this special World Cup quiz that Claudio's composed for us. I don't know how many Italian questions there will be in there. We'll have to find out. I'm sure there'll be a few. Try and catch us out. Good evening, Victoria.
Evening, Ken. You all right?
Yeah, you enjoyed your meal as well. You were present this afternoon as well in that lunch, a lovely lunch at the CBS.
Lovely afternoon. Lovely afternoon.
It was, apart from the weather. But yeah, it's my first time. We'll talk about it a bit later on because we've got some photos and stuff. So, but yeah, it was very nice. My first visit for the Diamond Club, because you have to be over a certain age, of course. Not because Vicky was there, obviously, because Bob was there as well, weren't he? So and Claudio's been there for a few years now, haven't you?
Just a couple. Yeah, well, age, it catches up. It happens to everybody.
Yeah. Talking of age, he's the youngest recruit. He's Jack. Good evening.
Evening, guys.
Good evening. Yes. How are you? All right?
Yeah, good. Wasn't invited to your posh fancy lunch this time, but
I think you went last year, though, didn't you?
I did. I went for the Christmas one with my dad.
What did you think of it?
It was nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Jordan was singing. Steve Froggatt was a good guest. So interesting afternoon.
Yeah, we had Dennis Mortimer and Kirk Stevens today, which weren't too bad. It's interesting to hear from Dennis Mortimer, actually, some of the stories he had. I'm sure you can hear more about that on Claudio's, because you interviewed him on the old podcast, didn't you, Claudio?
Yeah, good old Dennis. He can go on for days, never mind hours.
Yeah,
that whole what do you call it, presentation that he put, PowerPoint, was put together with the help of Jim Brown, actually. So that's where most of those clippings came from.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's got plenty to say, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And I think what was needed was probably a bit of guidance to do it a bit more with a bit of zip.
Yes.
But it was interesting. Yeah. And it's great looking at those old headlines. They're always good to look at, aren't they?
Yeah, from the old Pinks and the old Telegraph reports.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure you've got many of in your archive, haven't you? Tucked away.
Yeah, not as many as Jim, though.
No,
his are stored at the library. So he's got many, he's got absolutely hundreds of copies.
Well, yeah, it's always good to look back. It's always good to look back and see how we were doing then. But yeah, that's so it's a good afternoon had by all. We've got loads going on this afternoon. We've got quite a bit to talk about, to be honest, because I don't know if you've realised, but it's caused quite a bit of a stir. But the new season ticket corporate prices have been released in the last few hours, and well, it's upset a few people, to say the least. So, yeah, Doug's decided to try and get a bit of money back for all them free season tickets he's given out to people. So we're going to discuss that. Also, we're going to discuss Kieran McKenna as well. And Rob Edwards obviously departed from their clubs. One sacked, one stepped down in the last few days. So we're going to discuss that as well. Vicky's got also another ground to show us, haven't you, Vic? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Highfield Road last year. Oh, I won't say what it was.
I'm not meant to say what it was, honestly.
I think we all knew what it was last week. Even Jack knew last week, and he'd never been there.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, but anyway, I'll keep my mouth shut. We've got into the ground to reveal a bit later on as well. But anyway, we're going to start with the season tickets. Obviously, the normal season tickets prices haven't been released yet. We're still waiting. We believe the rumour is the 15th, which will be next week, where we'll find out what we normal fans will pay for our prices, except if you can get a free one, like myself and Vicky and Jack. Are you getting a free one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And Miles, actually. So it's only Claudio that's not getting one. But he's released the corporate prices this afternoon. And, well, I was quite shocked at some of the prices I've seen there today, to say the least. Let's go to Claudio. What was your reaction? I suppose did you expect an increase, but that much? It's a lot, wasn't it?
To be honest, Ken, I did, because I think I mentioned it a few weeks back that you could tell from the interviews that Doug was going to hammer the corporate. He kept saying it wasn't pricey enough. And he's always talked about how, and Jack was in on a meeting as well where he said it should be a privilege to go into corporate, and he kept going on about how when he was young he was never had the chance to do stuff like that. So he felt it's something that should be a bit pricey, basically, and special.
Yeah.
When you look at the someone's kindly done it in the Leamington Warwick Supporters Club group, Lloyd. So I'm going to read them out, Lloyd. Thanks for doing this. So when you break it down per head per game, Amp Bar 330 a match.
Right, okay. Which one's the Amp Bar? Just remind me.
No idea. I'm not sure.
Okay.
That's the bar and grill one, isn't it?
Is that the bar and grill? Engine room 410 a game, and the watchmaker's 252, which is on the top floor, isn't it? Now,
That's
you could say that sounds a lot, but when you're looking at corporate, that isn't compared to a lot of clubs. Yeah, and I think what's happened is for years it was so cheap. I mean, you go back 5 years ago, it was 50 quid a game for some people. It wasn't much more expensive than your normal ticket, to be honest. So I knew it'd change, but it's a bit it's a bit of a shock when you see, 15,000 whatever it is for two people. So, but it's aimed at companies, I think, more than individuals, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'd expect JLR and whoever else.
Large corporate company. Yeah, which
so you might get invited with JLR, Ken, on their table.
Look forward to it if they do some sort of sponsorship deal. That'd be nice. Yeah,
and
you never know.
Also, it's a different menu, isn't it? It's like one of them's got 5-course meal. It's all a bit fancy. I prefer my pie and chips, like I said earlier. I mean, last time I went, it's basically the contents of a Balti pie slapped on your plate with a rock hard naan bread. It's not it's not quality food in the past.
Sorry, what happened to your naan, Claudio?
Naan, a naan bread. This is just rock hard. Basically, it wasn't great. I mean, the naan breads were, they're like the ones you buy from the supermarket and they just heat them up. They're not special.
So gone are the days pie and chips, then, is that what you're saying?
Well, looking at the menu, definitely. It looks a bit fancy.
But would there be an option of, if you don't just want to go up there and not have a meal?
I doubt it.
Don't see any options for that. No,
it's part of the package.
Why would you want to go up there and not have the meal?
Yeah.
Well, people want to go to watch the football, really, in comfort rather than go for a meal.
Well, that's where you go to, like, the balcony bar or whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. So people do like to have nice seats and sit in them, in comfortable seats and just go and watch the football. I'm quite happy to believe it or not. I'm quite happy to go up there and just watch the football without having anything to eat.
But if you're getting the food like included in the price, just eat it. Surely.
Well, yeah, if it's nice enough, that's the other thing, isn't it?
Depends, Ken. Do you like eating Chalker mill flour sourdough with whipped?
No, I do not. No, I do not. No, I do not.
Okay, what about an Evesham asparagus wild garlic tart?
Absolutely not. I'd never ever buy.
What about a hand-dived scallop with San Marzano sauce and Nero?
A scallop, yeah, I'll get from the chippy. That's about it.
Different type of scallop.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. How pretentious is that? Hand-dived scallop with San Marzano sauce. I mean, hand-dived. What's a hand-dived? How else are you going to go dive in?
You get a giant vacuum cleaner and you suck them off the rocks. I don't know.
Right, you leave. I don't care what you do at the beach. I'm not doing that.
I'll tell you what, the strawberry elderflower trifle sounds good, but what the hell is Spark and Ho? I know what cheese plate is, But what? Like, why is there a comma and then Bosworth Field? Do you get a whole field in Bosworth as your 5th course?
And to be honest, I've never understood a cheese board after a main meal anyway.
Oh, I love a cheese board.
Oh, I love a cheese board.
Yeah, I don't want a cheese board.
Nice chutney.
Yeah, but I can do that anytime. But after a meal, then have cheese more. I don't know.
But by the way, your cheese plate, Claudio, is your 5th course, which comes after a bread course and after your appetizers as well, or whatever, the canapes. So you get canapes, then a bread course, and then a 5-course dinner. You have to get there. Imagine if it's a midday kickoff. What time you got to be there?
Yeah. What are they going to offer for breakfast? Bacon butties.
Fancy sausages.
Muesli with raspberries and blueberries and avocado on toast with a poached egg. And
we don't want that. We want a bacon butty or a sausage batch.
I'm with you there, Ken. I'm with you there.
Because there'd be a few early kickoffs, weren't there?
If it was a full English, Ken, if they were offering you a nice full English, and I mean the works, would you have that?
Well, the full English could tempt me, yes. The whole lot, toast, fried bread beans, a lot. Yeah, that'd be brilliant.
You're going to get deconstructed croissant, something like that.
Yeah, I got a funny feeling it's not value for money for me.
Ken, it's not for you. I saw you today struggling with a plate of salad.
Well, hold on a minute. Today, I ate my main course.
Potato.
Yeah, which was chicken, but it wasn't chicken on the actual menu. It didn't say chicken. It came out as chicken, but it wasn't chicken. It wasn't chicken in the menu.
What was it then?
It was described as something else. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't chicken.
Did you like it, or do you think it was foul?
When I seen it, and I thought, well, that's chicken, isn't it? Basically, but it was called something else. I don't know what it is. Some fancy name.
Was it called poisson?
It's some fancy name. I didn't like the first starter, but obviously the second bit was fine.
But the starter was basically tomato, a few peppers, some mozzarella balls. I mean, to be honest, I could have knocked that. That looked like a bag of salad that you get from the supermarket and a few mozzarella balls you get from the Tesco deli counter and some cherry tomatoes and plonked on a plate. Would you agree?
I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it.
Vicky, would you agree? Yeah, you want to agree. Come on, agree with me. It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, the starter. Yeah, we could have probably all messed that up, couldn't we? To be fair,
I wouldn't say the portions were generous either, were they? They weren't generous portions.
They weren't. No, I couldn't finish mine.
Well, it's just one bit of chicken.
What we've discovered is that fancy dining isn't for Ken. That is what we've discovered.
No, I'm not a fancy diner. I just want good old British food. That's what I want.
Oh, obviously,
so British food like pizza or Chinese.
No, just,
or
I don't mind an omelette. The old omelette now and again. Some steak. Steak's nice. Steak sandwich.
Yeah, so going back to the original question, I don't think I'll be going in corporate next year. I've got a fantastic seat in Block 18. And I'm happy. No doubt I'm going to get hit for another £100 on top of my season ticket. I can't see it being... Yeah, he's not going to put it up by £40, that's for sure. It's going to be a good, at least £100, I reckon, on the season ticket.
Yeah, but you had the food last year, didn't you? In there, what did you think of the food? You did have some food in there, didn't you?
I just said it wasn't great. It never is. That's my biggest complaint.
Neither was his Dan wasn't great either.
Yeah, I just and you feel bad complaining because obviously you've been invited in there, but I feel sorry for the people who are paying big money for it. So it has to improve, but it needed to improve last season. And obviously, well, you put your money in your mouth, Doug. If you're going to start charging these prices, it has to be elite.
Yeah. Well, it is, but I don't think they've changed the caterers from what I know. It's the same catering company that were there last year. So, but they've just got to improve, haven't they? They've got to improve the food. Simple as that.
Well, massively. If you're doing a charcuterie, I can't even say it. Whatever it was.
You're charging top whack. I mean, what was your Vicky? What was your reaction to the prices? I know you don't go in corporate that often, but you have been now and again.
No, it's a treat. So for me, that makes it feel like it will be a treat. I mean, whether I can actually afford it for any game next season, I don't know. But I think if you're going into corporate, you want it to feel special, and that seems like we're going more into that sort of direction now, where so you pay in, and so as long as it meets what they're proposing, so like the photos make it look all nice and the menu sounds fancy, and so you're paying a bit more, and then it's an experience, isn't it? And so I think
would you pay the prices?
I wouldn't pay that. I couldn't afford a season.
Be interested to see if there's.
Luckily, I'm okay. Got my foot for the season in corporate, but hopefully there might be a game that I can do this one for if it's not too. But by the sounds of it as well, I think they're probably going to have different levels, aren't they? So you got this really sort of top end stuff in those three ones, and no doubt the sort of balcony bowl or legends lounge will still be sort of a bit more middle of the range, and then you got the middle at the bottom, which is more just a bar and a sort of seat. So
yeah,
I think that's what a lot of clubs do, don't they? They offer a range of corporate levels, so for different people who've got different like price ranges and proper corporate at the top end. And I don't think, and that makes us a more professional club. At the top end, it should be proper corporate, and I don't think we probably have been for a long time. So it's just taking the club in a more professional direction, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they've got option for the other people as well, the people that maybe haven't got as much money as others, but they still want to go corporate. Like last year, and just pay a little bit extra and get some sort of food, but not quite as fancy as the as we've just been talking about.
Like Sunderland have got a Michelin star restaurant at their ground now, so other clubs are doing stuff as well. So I think it's just a bit of a shock because it's a massive jump, but he's desperately trying to get the corporate side of it, make it daddy big balls, basically, is what he's doing, which is fair enough. And, at the end of the day, it will pay for a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Of course, the problem you got there, a lot of people come to the games, but they're not always interested in the football, are they? A lot of these corporate people, they come along and they just come because they've got a free ticket from work or whatever. They're not necessarily into what's going on, sort of thing. That's the problem you got. But that's...
He's got to cover the 2 million from the free tickets.
Well, of course he has. Yeah, exactly. He's got to get it back.
Because the 250 million from the Premier League wasn't enough.
Jack, you've been a couple of times. Have you in the corporate? What do you think about the prices?
Yeah, I've only ever done balcony bar. Well, a couple of times, and I was lucky enough to be in Doug's box once, the yellow box. That was just the same as any other box, but a bit bigger and a bit posher friends, and you had a personal waitress, I suppose. And if that waitress left, there was a backup waitress that could be in there in the meantime while the drinks were on rotation. So, yeah, I mean, the prices are ridiculous, aren't they? Let's get them up. So, the Vice President's Lounge, what was it this year, Claudio?
2.5.
Wow.
So, $2.5 grand has gone to 6.3.
Oh.
This is the engine room. So this is their lovely graphically designed AI photos. That looks quite nice. Working out where it is. So that for a table of 2 is £15,600 for the season. That's ridiculous. The next level down is the Amp Bar and Grill that you've got at £12,600.
That's a snip.
Or the Watchmaker's Lounge, which until last season, well, when it was brand new, it was the high-end area to go and watch the Sky Blues. That's £9,600. So that's now the third tier of hospitality, not the first.
Yes.
So it's crazy. Wow. I don't have that kind of money. I can only just afford my season ticket this year, and it's free. So
I wonder if you can pay in instalments. Or just pay cash up front?
Well, if it's free, then I don't know. 0% APR, I hope.
Well, I mean, there's quite a few comments coming in. Jack's on the comments tonight. Shall we have a few comments before we have Claudio's first 5 World Cup questions?
Yes, let's get in there. Martin King says, watching Mexico and South Africa, which starts in 30 minutes, now 10 minutes.
Yes.
And watching here also split screen. He's obviously watching in the right area of the world from Canada. He's also said a standard can of beer was $18 at the England-New Zealand game.
Wow.
18. Now, I know Canadian dollars aren't as strong as US dollars, but I should still imagine that that's 15 US dollars. You're talking over a tenner, I should imagine.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Mm.
Frank Wood says Legends Lounge did not include food and drink last year. Don't know what we are getting this year yet. Oh, so he's a regular in the Legends Lounge. Well, let us know for the season, Frank, how it's going. Spencer says no gammon, egg and chips for Ken.
No, absolutely gutted, Spencer. Absolutely gutted.
Wayne Littlewood says standard price in America. Went to New York City in February and paid $16 for a pint. And Wayne's also said that menu is something you would read in an adult XXX shop. Yes, I didn't understand half the words in that. Mark says the lounge is a decent option for us overseas guys when tickets are sold out. True. Well, if you can afford the flight in the package all in one, then you must be doing something right in your life. James says, will you be showing the kit designs? We've got some to show tonight. We'll get to it. We promise. Depends if Claudio stops talking about the lounges. Lee Lishman says the fixture release day special only needs to be 5 minutes long. When we've got the Villa twice show done, can't wait for them again. Not that I hold a grudge.
That's coming up 19th of June, the fixture release.
Max, is that an appropriate badge? I suppose that's just the old Bayern Munich badge. Hello, English friend. I can't read any German, so I'm going to leave it there and not do the accent.
Now, Claudio's good at German, aren't you, Claudio?
I'm not sure we should have put with the swastika, that's for sure.
Well, look, that's just the old Bayern Munich badge. Even I know that. I know my history. There you go.
Well, there you go.
We'll see when I do Claudio's quiz.
I don't think Bayern Munich never had a swastika.
They did. Sure. They did in the 30s and 40s.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Mark R says, you were talking season tickets last week. My theory is the club's financial year end is the end of June. With the new financial rules based on income, selling tickets in July puts income in the 26-27 year. That is factually correct, Mark. So I didn't think about that. That is a great way of looking at it. So maybe they'll announce them recently to be sold from the 1st of July. Or technically in rule of accruals, because the incomes come in before the financial year, you can accrue it into the 26-27 financial year because that's when the services are being delivered. So even if you did start selling them now, you would be able to accrue them because it's close enough to the end of the year. Sorry, that's my finance bit over. Steve Berry says, call me old-fashioned, but give me pie and chips any day.
Yes, I agree.
And Mark R said, Claudio down with his people next season.
Yeah, it's been priced out of the market.
Mark Cunningham says, take your own food in from the Binley Mega Chippy.
Well, that's an option. I can sit in the car and have something to eat before I go in.
Rich Overson says, I'm opening a book on when we will get served main course at half-time or full-time, based on last season waiting for a time to be served a drink. Mark again says, I've seen the hospitality offering over the years. It's been nicely served school dinners with a fancy jus. And Rich Overson says the vice president's is 7,800, so that's higher than the graphic we've got. Even that's ridiculous. Assassin United says looking forward to the season, even more confident. Penswich haven't got a manager, and Hull have to sell players. We'll be fine. Who's thinking Nazon and Castaner will look class in the World Cup? I mean. They weren't class for us, were they, in League One and League Two? Nazon was all right, I suppose. I've actually drawn Curacao in my work sweepstakes, and I was the one that organised it. So, yay! Rich T says, "Wow, different league, literally with those prices, but there will be people or companies that will pay it."
Well, there will be. That's the problem we've got.
Michael Crone is interested to find out what other clubs are charging for corporate. Without a Google, I have not a clue. Don't look at Arsenal's, you'll roll over. Hit the corporates hard. That's what I say as an old stager who's seen 4 promotions, and a cup of Bovril and a portion of chips is sorely missed in this age of nonsense. Sky Blue Bantam, you can still get Bovril in the concourse. Me and my dad regularly do in the winter. And you can get loaded chips, but not a bog standard portion of chips. Rob 58 was at the Diamond Club today. The food was great, especially when you take into account the mass catering. There you go. Yeah. Gary Collins, World Cup is on, buzzing. PUSB, we are Premier League, doing an amazing job. All of you, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Martin said all the flags were being presented and announced before the game. I suppose the game will be kicking off any minute.
Yeah.
And, our World Cup correspondent, who's not got a team to support, Claudio, is watching the game today.
Yes,
I am, yes. It's at the Azteca, which I've had a photograph outside the Azteca Stadium back in 1989. They wouldn't let me in, so I had to have one outside.
In his multi-screen studio, which he's got the game live. It's about, 5 minutes away from kick-off? First game of the World Cup, yeah?
It is, yeah. I'm
You're
looking forward to the one in the morning, about 3, and then one at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Obviously, I'm not sure. I'll catch up in the morning with that one. But I'm sure you'll keep us up to date with the scores as the goals as they go in. I'm sure there'll be quite a few tonight. I think got a funny feeling there will be.
I've gone for a 2-0 Mexico is my prediction.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, we'll come some predictions a bit later on. We're all caught up for the comments for now, Ken. So back over to you.
Okay. Well, okay, Claudio. We have a World Cup. Talking of World Cup, we've got a World Cup quiz.
Yeah.
Now,
so
my guess is there's going to be a lot of Italian questions in this. I just got a funny feeling. But we'll see.
Okay. But there's 20 questions, so everybody get your pen and papers ready. Do not put the answers on the screen in your comments, whatever. Just write them down, and we're going to have to trust people. So, yeah. So 20 questions. We'll do 5 at a time, and then we'll chat about something else. So question 1. Here we go. Which Coventry City manager guided Sweden to the 1958 World Cup final?
58?
Oh.
Yeah.
Was he manager before or after that?
No clues. Which Coventry City manager guided Sweden to the 1958 World Cup final? This will prove who actually listens to my history podcast with Jim.
Oops.
I was minus 41 years old.
Do you know how many wives? Do you know how many wives Henry VIII had?
I do.
Well, there you go. You weren't born then, were you?
But that was taught in school.
Number 2. Vava was the first player to score in 2 different World Cup finals. But for which country?
Vava. I just remember the commentator, yeah.
First player to score in 2 different World Cup finals, as in the final match. But for which country?
Sorry, as in the final, not the finals.
Final.
Okay.
Final game of the tournament.
Question 3. Which country won the first World Cup?
Oh, that was on the quiz the other day.
Question 4. Which Coventry City player scored twice in the 1998 World Cup tournament? Which Coventry City player scored twice in the 1998 World Cup tournament? Now, we've only ever had 9 players who's actually played in the World Cup tournament. It's one of them. Question 5. Who scored the famous goal of the century in the 1986 World Cup?
Goal of the century?
It's voted goal of the century. But I can't tell you that. Who scored the famous goal of the century in the 1986 World Cup? In the tournament itself, that is.
86. God.
I could do the first 10 questions, actually, if you want me to.
Go on, let's do the first 10.
Number 6. Which nation reached the 1954 final unbeaten but lost to West Germany? And they reckon there was a scandal because they were actually winning 2-0 at half time, and then Germany came back and won 3-2. And they reckon they put something in their tea at half time. Which nation reached the 1954 final unbeaten but lost to West Germany? Question 7. Tommy Hutchison became the first Coventry City player to appear at a World Cup in which year?
Ooh.
Tommy Hutchison became the first Coventry City player to appear at a World Cup, but in which year? Question 8. Who is the only player to score in 5 different World Cup tournaments? Who is the only player to score in 5 different World Cup tournaments? Question 9. Which country's victory eliminated Italy from the 1966 World Cup? Which country's victory eliminated Italy from the 1966 World Cup? And question 10. Which Coventry City player played every match in the 1994 World Cup before leaving the club? Which Coventry City player played every match in the 1994 World Cup before leaving the club?
Does that mean every match that their country appeared in, or every single round?
Played in every match they appeared in.
So it doesn't necessarily mean that they got very far. They could have been knocked out in the quarterfinals, but they still played in every game.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it just doesn't narrow it down. Okay, I've got some guesses.
I've got a lot of guesses.
I think I know 3 of them.
What, out of 10?
Yeah.
Well, there's another 10 to come, but we'll have a break and go to something else now.
Well, that's something to get into. Yeah, I've probably got about 4, maybe 5. I don't know. They are guesses, though, of course.
I've got a couple of guesses, so I might get more than 3.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay.
What about our other quizzes, Ken? Should we talk about them?
Say again.
What about our other quizzes that we've got going?
Just about to talk. Vicky, have you got that next stadium to produce?
Yeah, it's on the one sec.
Oh, where's that?
So that's last week's.
Yes, that's last week's one, of course. If you do need to, you need to look back at the previous shows if you want to go back and look at previous grounds that we put up.
And then that's this week's. Where is that?
Well, that's an easy one, isn't it?
Where is that, and what is the link?
Well, it's getting close. I think I may know. I might know. But there you go. You know, it's all them stadiums. If you look back over the last few shows, we've been starting. Coming back. How many have there been so far, Vic?
5, as it says, photo 5.
So five photographs. You have to go look back. We've just showed you the last 2. If you want to see any more, you have to look back at the old shows and go on YouTube.
Yeah, thanks to everyone. Thanks to everyone that's been entering. We've had some entries so far. There's some right answers. There's some people that have guessed and not got it right yet. So just keep on getting your guesses in, and until you get the last photo, you're still open.
How many have we got, Vic?
I don't know. I haven't counted them up yet, but we've had some that are right and some that are wrong. So there's a mix.
Okay. How many photos have we got to show?
11, I think.
Well, about 11. Okay, so there's a few to go.
A few more.
All right. Okay. Covmaster. Yes, Sky Blues Covmaster. if you think you know your quiz, you think you know your quizzes, you're good at quizzes, and it's definitely for you. You need to enter via email only, please. info@skyburyfans.tv. There's 32 players only playing in. It's a knockout competition. It'll be 1 against 1. You'll come on the show. You'll have to come on the show and show your face. And the quizmaster will be Claudio. He will be. So you might get some hard questions. You might get some easy ones. I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. But it'll be interesting. We've had quite a few entries so far, and there will be a trophy for the champion. So how do you think? This is all about Sky Blues, by the way. These questions. So if you think you know anything about Coventry City, get your information in to info@skyburyfans.tv and enter. So there's only 32 players required. We've got quite a few so far, haven't we, Vic?
Yeah, I haven't counted them either, but there's still space at the minute. But if people are keen, they need to get in before it all fills up.
It'll be a straight knockout. So once you're out, you're out. That's it. It's 1 against 1 on each show. We'll ask two competitors to come on against each other. Also, would you like to travel with us to away games? Yes, members only. We are considering this. This is a consideration at the moment. It's not definitely going to happen because it depends on the interest we get. We may be running a Sky Bury Fans TV coach to away games, but to be part of it, you must join. It's going to cost you $4.99 to be a member, and then once you're a member, you can come at a reduced price travel. You will get the cheapest travel anywhere in Coventry to away matches. So that's what you get for your membership. So we're considering this at the moment. If we get enough interest, we will do it. So let us know. Let us know in the comments what you think. If you're interested
if you're interested, send us an email. It's great to know.
Yeah, just send us an email and gives a bit of feedback. Once we get the feedback, we get enough interest, and we may do it, which could be exciting. Travelling with us all to the matches, that'd be good. So it'll be a bit of fun and laughter. So there you go. But anyway, let's move on. So that's all the bits and bobs. We're going to move on. I just want to talk about the two managers that have lost, well, not lost their jobs. One lost their jobs, one stepped down. Rob Edwards, obviously from Wolves, and Kieran McKenna has stepped down also from Ipswich Town, which is quite a surprise, considering he's just gone back into the Premier League. But Rob Edwards is a surprise as well, to be honest, because when he joined Wolves, I thought, well, they were in really relegation trouble anyway. So I thought the club expected them, sort of half expected them to go back down anyway. And maybe him was the right man to bring them back up. But obviously they made a decision to part ways. Claudio, were you quite shocked at them announcements?
Rob Edwards is weird because, like you say, hiding to nothing. And I think the problem is, it's a bit like when Bobby Gould came to us. You go into the club that you supported as a lad, whatever. There's all the emotion to take into that as well. He was never going to get. They were never going to save themselves, were they? They were always going down. But they've just signed Trippier and Jimenez, which is bizarre, and then they've sacked him. So I don't understand the reasoning unless they've got somebody lined up already, which is
the only thing I can think of.
But it's, I mean, really, after what he did with Middlesbrough and just walking out and doing that, and I think it's poor. It just shows you what he's like, though. I don't care. He's gone to a club he supported. I don't think you could trust him anyway as a manager. If he was in charge of a team, we were going somewhere at the time, basically, and he walked out and thought, well, I'll try and save Wolves. And he was never going to do it, basically. So, but I'm surprised they've signed players, and which he would have been involved somewhere, surely.
Yeah.
But with Kieran McKenna, now this is interesting because there are rumours that people are after him, but I think there's a £7 million clause that if he gets a job in the next year, that's got to be paid. So he's saying he's stepping down to be with the family.
Yeah, but if he resigns, I don't think that clause is applicable because he stepped down voluntarily. I think that clause was only, from what I'm hearing, the clubs will have to pay that clause if he's still employed, or if he gets, basically if he's still employed. He stepped down voluntarily, so therefore There is no clause now.
Yeah, but he's doing an Ian Dowie, isn't he, then? Because Ian Dowie did that to Simon Jordan at Crystal Palace, where he said he wanted to go back up north to be near his family, and then 3 weeks later rocked up at Charlton.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately, they didn't keep him long enough, and he ended up at Coventry.
But he talks at the end of the day, doesn't it?
Kieran McKenna. If I was an Ipswich fan, I'd be really disappointed. You know, unless there's something serious going on. But to say you just want a break seems bizarre. You've tried so hard to get back into the Premier League. Don't understand that at all. Yeah,
because obviously his family realise what job he's in, and they know the what comes with it. Like being a footballer, you know, it's very hands-on, isn't it? And to say, I can understand it if it's an older player, older bloke, but he's quite a young lad. He hasn't been in the management very long, has he? So to say he just wants a break for his family, I don't know. It seems strange for me. But there may be something we don't know about. You know, that we're just guessing really. But Vicky, were you quite shocked at them two going?
Yeah, I think the same really. I think with Rob Edwards, I think most of us thought that he went there with a view to trying to get Wolves promoted this season. I think we all pretty much thought they were going down, and that really that was an appointment to get themselves ready for the Championship. So that was a shock. I thought they just would be keeping him. So yeah, that's a surprise. And the Kieran McKenna one's a surprise as well, because like you said, he's a young manager who's got them back to the Premier League. You'd think he'd want another shot at that. It didn't quite work out from the first time. You'd think he'd want another shot at that. So the cynical side of me thinks that he had interest in it from other clubs and he's freeing himself up for that. But equally, it might be that there is something going on in his private life and he just needs a break. I don't know. I'd be surprised if it's not either of those things. It seems strange just to walk away at this moment in time unless there's something either significant going on in his private life or there's a club that he wants to go to and he's thinking he's in a better position if he's left Ipswich. But they're both a bit of a shock, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. Jack, were you shocked at that? I was certainly shocked at the McKenna one. I didn't.
Yeah, both of them, to be honest. I mean, McKenna walking away is the shock, because you'd think he'd want another bite at management in the Premier League. Yes, there's rumours of going to other clubs. Fulham's one of them, but if he's going to be true to his word, then fair enough. You know, he needs a break, and that's understandable. If he does join another club, there's going to be some very unhappy Ipswich fans. You know, maybe Nigel Farage, who was recently pictured at Ipswich Town, might fancy the job in Premier League. I don't know. Any excuse to stay away from Clacton for him, really, isn't it? But then Wolves, like, they went out of their way. They paid compensation to Middlesbrough to get a lad that's from the local area. He's clearly got a decent record in the Championship, and they knew that if they got relegated, which even was looking likely when he joined them, that he'd be a good manager in the Championship because he's got a good record. And then to do him now, it's very strange. I know Wolves have got a lot of money, but surely you'd only do this to Edwards if you know you could line up a better manager in the next couple of weeks. The transfer window opens very, very soon. So I know they've made 2 signings on a free already, but
yeah, well, that's surprising. As Claudio says, he'd obviously had something to do with them signings, and then they've got rid of him.
Not maybe that's why he's gone. Maybe they made those signings without him, and he went, "Well, I'm not happy about this," and they went, "All right, jog on then," and got rid of him. You know, that would be a reasonable explanation. But again, that they need a new manager quick. I don't see why they'd have done this without having a new manager lined up. So both strange cases, both very different. Only one of them's going to affect us, and the other one isn't this season.
Yeah, be interested to. Because
it's interesting that he struggled at Luton, didn't he? Once he got promoted, and then he struggled at Wolves.
The league that year.
Sorry,
they had the best go of the 3 promoted.
I know,
teams.
but they still got relegated, although they didn't really spend much. And Wolves was, well, he had no chance. And to be honest, in the Championship, you'd think having him as a manager, you got a good chance of getting out of the Championship.
Yeah.
So it is a strange one. It is a strange one.
Yeah, very strange. Jack, have you got a few more?
Just a few more comments.
comments.
Martin's just said it's been announced that here in the US, over 180,000 tickets remain unsold for all the games. As a result, all the sponsors working with FIFA are absorbing the tickets and giving them away to employees who work for them to make sure the stadiums are not 50% empty.
Oh,
That's embarrassing. Wendy says, I'd much rather have a half-price pint. There's a goal, Claudio. I think you've missed it.
Oh, the goal to the World Cup. Is there, Jeff?
Sorry,
Oh, that's Sky. Is there, Jeff? Yeah, I missed that.
I'm not going
There's been a goal, Claudio, but for who? I don't know.
I'd imagine it's Mexico because they're doing all the attacking. Oh, there it is.
The hosts have taken the lead.
First goal in the World Cup gone in.
They should have scored. They should have scored after about 4 minutes. To be honest, South Africa are absolutely rubbish. What I've seen so far, and well, I don't want to talk about it. That the team is the 12th best in the world.
I think they should the rugby.
That's an embarrassing goal. It's gone straight through the goalie's legs. In a game that's a complete reverse of the 2010 opening fixture, the hosts take the lead still. That's embarrassing from South Africa. Sorry. Anyway, back to you, Wendy. Apologies. She says, I'd much rather have a half-price pint and corner kick curry with my free season ticket than go corporate. Fair enough. Was at Kyle Field last weekend for Argentina versus Honduras. 91,000 in attendance. 80% had Messi shirts on, and he didn't even play. That was probably the Honduras fans as well.
I went to that finalissima, I can say it, when Italy played Argentina, and it was at Wembley. The Argentinian fans are the loudest fans I've ever heard, and they're basically just chanting for Messi the whole game. And it's really weird. We've all been to loads of football grounds. Sometimes when the opposition fans are singing, you almost want to join in because it sounds so good, doesn't it? And you know you can't. And I'm sitting there thinking, they're rocking at the minute at Wembley. This is fantastic. And I spent most of the game just looking at the crowd, mainly because I was sitting 4 seats from the front behind the goal and I couldn't see half the pitch. Wembley's crap, isn't it, when you're low down? But it was incredible. The atmosphere, I've never seen so many Argentinians in one place. And there's people, because it's hard to go and see Argentina play. There's a lot of Argentinians in Europe. And they were saying that they travelled from all over Europe to London to watch their team because they wouldn't normally be able to go to Argentina because obviously when they do the qualifiers and you've got Copa America, it's all in South America, isn't it? So this is their opportunity to see Argentina, especially Messi. And I thought that makes sense. So total sense, actually.
There you go. Yvonne says, is Covmaster going to be as hard as this?
No, harder. No, it won't be.
Man.
I'm going to make sure there's at least 7 questions that most people can answer, and you have to have tricky ones. That's what's the point of a quiz.
Yeah, very true.
He's done this before. Mark R says the stadiums are definitely grounds I've seen City get battered at. He says that every week, and every week it's true. Mark Reed says 9 new managers in the Prem must give us a better chance of staying up. I just hope Lampard stays. The Fulham job is a worry.
Yes, he's Chelsea. He's not going to go to Fulham.
Mrs. Christmas says Nigel could reform Ipswich. Way.
Bomb.
I don't get the Rob Edwards sacking, says Mark. Surely they hired him with one eye and getting out of the Championship. Exactly. He was slagging his players off a lot towards the end of the season. Well, maybe there was a falling out then. There you go. That's it. We're caught up. Ken.
Okay. Do you want to give any more? Do you want to give some more questions then, Claudio, for your quiz, World Cup quiz?
I can do if you're you ready with your pens and paper. I hope people are actually doing this.
Here we go.
So, question 11, and this magnificent World Cup quiz, off the top of my head, I would say. This is a great question. What is the highest scoring match in World Cup history? Was it Austria 7, Switzerland 5?
Multiple choice.
Austria 8, Switzerland 4, or Austria 6, Switzerland 6?
6-6. I remember it.
I can't tell whether he's pulling our legs or whether he's just
A bit well.
said it out loud.
Yeah,
I'll
keep
put
it to yourself,
Look,
Ken.
I'll put the answer down. So I'll leave it to you. What answer you want to put down?
12. Which Russian player scored 5 goals in a single match in 1994 and then became the Golden Boot winner? He scored 5 goals in one game and then scored one more goal.
No, in a single match.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know that one. No.
13. Which Coventry City player had a goal disallowed against England in 2006?
Were they current Cov player or former?
No.
Say the question again. Say the question again. Sorry.
Which Coventry City player had a goal disallowed versus England in 2006?
2006.
Yeah, controversially disallowed. Probably would have stood with VAR. It was for offside, basically.
Okay.
Which player, this is question 14, which player scored the winning goal in the 1974 final?
I don't know what country won it.
Between
Right? Well, no, because if I tell you who's between, you know who's won it because the other team never won the World Cup. So,
some of us
that's a
were
clue in
born
itself.
there. Oh, yeah.
Dear, oh dear.
some of these are quite hard.
No, they're not.
But they're easy if you know them, yeah.
After Coventry City, the World Cup's probably my biggest thing, of which the last 3 tournaments have been hard. The last 3 tournaments have been keeping the interest, to be honest. 15. Which Coventry City player was part of the 1978 Scotland squad?
Hold on a minute. What was that? Yeah. I know he's been there.
Which Coventry City player was part of the 1978 Scotland squad?
Oh, okay.
Question 16. Before Argentina, previously, which nation lost their opening match before going on to win the tournament?
I think that's one I actually know.
Yeah, I think I know that. And Vicky knows that as well.
Do I? Oh, flip of that.
And Argentina looked terrible against Saudi Arabia last time, didn't they? That first game, and they ended up winning it.
Yeah. They were all over the shop, weren't they?
Yeah, that first match, absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
Peaked at the right time, though.
Yeah. 17. Up until the semi-final, how many goals had England conceded in the 1966 tournament?
Up to the semi-final.
Oh, no. What's going on there?
That's 3 group matches and a quarter final, basically.
Was there no round of 16 back then?
There's only 16 teams in it. It's so much easier to remember stuff from way back because there weren't that many games. I mean, when I went to the Euros in 1980, there was only 8 teams qualified, 2 groups. Whoever topped the groups played in the final. That was it. And Italy and England were in the same group. So me and my dad thought, well, one of them is bound to top the group and get to the final, and they didn't. I think pants. 18. Who finished top goal scorer of the 1970 World Cup?
Oh. 1970.
Very famous player. Question 19. Which Coventry City player represented Sweden at the 2002 World Cup?
Oh,
what's his name? I think I know who I mean, but
And question 20. Only one country has won every match on the way to winning the World Cup. Name them.
Yeah, I know that.
Only one country has won every match on the way to winning the World Cup. Name them.
Quite surprising, actually. You wouldn't think it's one of the main countries, but there you go.
Don't have to get the year right, do we?
No, just the which country won every match on the way to winning the World Cup.
Can we have question 18 again? Because I can't read what I wrote as my answer, and I can't remember what the question was now either.
Number 18, please.
Who finished top goal scorer of the 1970 World Cup?
Cool.
What can we have? Sorry, can I have number 1 again? Just because I've not got an answer and I just want to pick
Number
it up.
what?
The
first question.
Yes, that's what number 1 is.
Yeah.
Which City manager guided Sweden to the 1958 World Cup final?
That's what you were moaning about. You weren't born.
Yeah, I know, but I'd forgotten what it was, and I just want to put a name down. No, I can't. Okay, I've got 19 answers. That's the best I'm going to do. Should we talk about something else and then come back for the answers?
Yeah.
Do you want to get some more comments in? There's quite a few coming in.
Yeah, there's not too many. Jono says, is there any transfer news? And he thinks the longer we leave it, some other team will nick Rushworth. Well, the transfer window's not open yet, so that is not yet possible. And we do have one rumour this week. Anybody know his name?
I don't know much about him, but is that the Brazilian guy?
Yes, this is Mateus Martins. He formerly of Watford, played one season for. These are his stats. This is who we're linked with. So he's played for Brazil Youth, Watford on loan, and currently still in, I assume Botafogo is in Brazil. Yeah. So he's been through Europe a little bit with Udinese as well. And that's the latest rumour. We've put in about a £7 million bid for this fella. It's an area we said we'd look to strengthen on the wing. But that's it. We know no more. And again, the window is not formally open, so we can't do anything right now. That's it, I think, isn't it, for transfers?
Yeah, I haven't heard any more. I mean, we're hearing Bidwell's on the way. That's what we're hearing. We heard today, didn't we, at the Diamond Club, that Bidwell were going. Now, I've heard it was quite funny. We didn't really know anything about it. And he said, Bidders has gone, did he? Who said that? Was it Joe Elliott?
No, don't say you said it.
Don't grass him up to the world.
Well, everybody was there. It was what? You can't.
It was strange. He said we've bid farewell to Alan and Bidwell. And we went, Bidwell, has he gone then?
Yeah. Well, it hasn't been announced yet, but it looks like he might be on the move. Stoke City are the rumoured club to be interested, which makes sense a bit, I suppose, with Mark Robbins being there. And then obviously Jamie Allen has been linked with Lincoln City, I believe, as well. newly promoted Lincoln City.
That'd be a good move for Lincoln. I'm surprised they're not getting on with that a bit quicker. That would be a cracking signing for them. And
It will.
nice for him.
Just been promoted, that'd be ideal for him, wouldn't it? So, but they're the only two we've heard of so far, really.
Sorry, Vicky, go.
I was just looking at my quiz answers, and I've guessed the same player 3 times. I'm thinking that I'm not right because.
Well, there could be some double answers there. There could be
some double answer in there. I think there is one of them with a double answer.
Oh, so I might be right.
Regarding Carl Rushworth, obviously the rumour is this 20 million. And to me, I still think that's a steal when he's basically got us promoted, as far as I'm concerned. Or definitely, he got us the top 2 place, didn't he? We know that. Without him, I don't think would have been in the playoffs, and that'd have been about it.
I think it's 20 million. I think it's 20 million. Yeah, 20 million though, with top ups. So I think, I believe it's 14 million plus all the add-ons that makes it up to 20.
Well, whatever it is, it's still worth it as far as I'm concerned. We just got 200 odd million, haven't we? So 20 million is a steal for a keeper that good. And it's, I don't know, I've seen comments where people have said, "Oh, but he's not proven in the Premier League." It don't matter, does it? It's, you know, he's what he's worth to us.
Doesn't matter if he's that good. Bearing in mind, so we won the league and we still had a very, very high percentage of shots faced and keeper needing to make saves. And considering we still had the least goals conceded and the highest clean sheets, that just proves how important he was. Well, I know it was obvious to the eye, but the stats back it up.
Yeah.
Hold on, Jack. Hold on. They're having a hydration break. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Can we all have a break?
It's 3 minutes now. This is where you put the adverts in.
Plug the adverts. Right. Travel. If you want to travel with us, let us know. Send us an email. We might do it. Covmaster, don't forget, we're doing a big old quiz. Claudio's your host. Covmaster starting when the season does. So you've got about 2 months, and Claudio's got a lot of prep time to, what's that bloke's name? Oh, Sithole. Right, that's not what I read. Sorry, I was just looking at the South African player. I did not read Sithole.
I know.
There you go. And Vicky's quiz. Last week's photo number 4. This week, photo number 5. Where are they? What's the link? See if you can get it right. It's a little bit more niche than some of you are thinking. That's the only clue I'll give you. So don't just say the generic, fairly obvious answer. You need to be niche, and you need to get it right. So good luck to you all.
Very, very niche. What's the most you'd play for a goalkeeper, Claudia?
That's a good question, because didn't Man City pay about 50 million for Trafford? What did they pay for Trafford? Was it something ridiculous? And Alisson went for 80 million or 75 million to Liverpool.
Alisson was 70. I think he remains the highest transfer. Let me find out.
I mean, when you think that back in 1964, I think it was when we signed Bill Glazier, it was a record signing for a goalkeeper at 35,000. That's a world record signing, 35,000.
Wow.
Incredible, isn't it, really?
Kepa Arrizabalaga. £72 million.
Oh, he's garbage as well.
Apparently, Man City paid 27 million for Trafford, so I think.
Trouble is, would Doug gamble most of his money? Because we haven't got loads of money. Obviously, like 30 million, say, on Rushworth.
If we only sign 4 big players, then 20 million is nothing. When you think of the money that's coming, we have to forget now Championship money and think Premier League here. It's a lot of money, and he's not going to keep it all, is he? He has to spend it.
Also, players like Rushworth could be the difference between us staying up and going down. Like someone like that solidness at the back.
That's very important. Yeah.
You spend what's needed to get him over the line.
Yeah. Well, I think Lampard's determined to get him, I think. So I think he'll get him regardless. I think he wants to come. The good thing is he wants to come, I think, as well. So that helps, doesn't it? Just a matter of agree the price with Brighton, I suppose. Right, where do we get on the message on the comments?
Yeah, there's not too many more come in. Mrs. Christmas says, "What do you think of our performance lady leaving? Do you mean Dr. Claire Marie Roberts?"
Yeah, we were going to come to this, Dr. Claire. It's a strange one for me because I thought Doug's brought her in to do a job, and she did all right, I suppose. She's in the background. She weren't very controversial, really, was she? And I'm just surprised at the announcement just after we promoted to the Premier League that she's leaving. How did you think, Claudio, about it? Because you've met her. You've met her, haven't you?
I think she's been poached. She's got something to do with Bath Rugby Club anyway. I think a lot of the family down that part of the way, I'm under the impression she may have moved back down that way. So it's just a personal thing. I don't think it's anything to do with fallout with Doug or anything like that. But she's been there 3 seasons. In the corporate world, 3 years is pretty much what people spend at places. They move on, unless they get massive promotions. And I suppose she's not going to get promoted. That she's gone as far as she can with Coventry maybe, and thinks I'll move on and do something else. A bit like Nicola Ibbotson. Why she comes to Coventry from PSG, from Villa, from wherever else she's been. So these people move around. There's not loyalty at all. They just do things for a new challenge. So I'm not worried at all. I don't think it's a fallout or anything like that. I think it's just personal reasons.
Yeah, Vicky, were you surprised she left?
Yeah, well, I was surprised to hear the news, but I think, like Claudio said, that it seems.
Vicky's freezing.
I was surprised because I felt like she hadn't been here as long as she actually had been. But once I'm here, I think like Claudio said, people move around, they move on, and we'll just get someone else in, won't we?
Yeah. Jack,
we'll have better options now, won't we? Because now we're Premier League. That opens up the door for us, doesn't it? So.
Yeah, without a doubt.
She is sought after. She is sought after as well.
Yeah.
To me, I get the vibe of like project sort of work. Like, because you're a performance director and a fitness expert, you come in, you drag the levels from there to there. And when the levels are there and as high as feasibly can be, what more can you do in your job? Maybe you go, okay, I've kind of done this. That's that job done. Go to the next place, start again at the bottom, work the way up. So that doesn't surprise me given the nature of the work. And also, she was getting loads of pelters, like a lot of pelters I read on socials and in group chats and things like that. Now, when she joined, we all sort of went, what the hell's this woman doing? We don't really know, because we don't. First, we don't need to know. She's a performance analyst. We don't need to know as the public. That's not for us to get involved with. And secondly, when Doug King sacked Mark Robbins, he sat in that forum he called and said in front of me and Claudio that she has revolutionized the fitness levels of this club. And he actively told us these players have never been as fit as they are now in their lives. When Frank Lampard joined the club, the first thing he identified was the players aren't fit enough. So that means that they'd clearly improved vastly and still had way to go. It proved this season we were scoring late goals. You don't do that if you're not fit. So clearly the levels were there. It's got us to the Premier League at the end of the day. She's part of the team and the setup that have got us to the Premier League. So the fact that she's getting pelters for no reason when people don't actually know what she's done is a little bit ridiculous, in my opinion. We should thank her for her work and she'll move on for whatever reason that will be. And like Vicky said, we're Premier League now. Maybe we can attract someone that's bigger, more famous, better, got a better opinion in the public eye. We'll find out, won't we? Clearly, Doug thinks it's a position that we need. So I'm sure he'll be recruiting.
I'm sure he'll be looking for a replacement. I'm sure that'll be announced in due course. No doubt about that. How's that World Cup game coming on, Claudio? Still 1-0?
It's still 1-0 to Mexico, and I'll be amazed if South Africa score.
Really?
Basically, watching this game. I mean, England have to watch it because if things don't work out perfectly, they could play Mexico in the quarterfinal in the Azteca. You don't want to play Mexico in the Azteca in the quarterfinal. You need to get Mexico out of Mexico, basically. They play outside of Mexico, you'll beat them.
Yeah.
It's simple as that.
With England, I haven't been greatly impressed so far. I mean, the first game was a bit of a boring one, wasn't it? That first game. The second game, a little bit better with 3-0 win. What was your thoughts on the 3-0 victory England won?
I quite enjoyed it last night, actually. I mean, I like the 2 hours build up, which I thought was better than the game. And if I'm honest, I can quite happily listen to Ian Wright and Roy Keane and is it Mark Pugach? Was it? He was doing the
Mark Pugach, yeah. And then,
yeah, I thought they did a great job having to do that. I thought it was very good, actually. But I just don't know. I mean, I look at the squad and it's okay, but it's not. I don't think it's a brilliant squad at all. But it doesn't mean they can't win the World Cup. You don't have to have a brilliant squad to win the World Cup.
You don't. You need to look at
getting it right on the day in certain games, and whether or not your nerve can hold in certain matches. I think England's got a couple of tricky opening games. I've said that already with Croatia and Ghana.
Yeah.
And what was great last night was Ian Wright giving a big name up call for BTA, didn't he? It was brilliant when he called him out. He can play anywhere across the front line and scored 13 in 27. Was that right, Jack? Is that what he's done?
Yeah, 13 in 27.
So he's done his homework as well. So that's what I was impressed with. And you look at his stats, you think, actually, that's really good, isn't it? You know? So he clearly knows. And they got, Semenyo as well. What a player that is to have in your squad.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting. I mean, England will, I would say, I think they should top the group. I think we know that. But it won't be as simple. It may be a case of winning the last game to top the group, but I think they will.
It's very
well, the last game was the easy one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very physical last night. There's a few fouls going on in that game, weren't there? So,
yeah, very clumsy, I thought, the Costa Ricans. And that's a worry because it reminded me of, I can't remember they played England. I think it may have been Brazil just before the Brazil tournament. Where there's another country were doing that. And I think they had 2 players sent off in the end. It's just a bizarre game where they're just kicking lumps out the English players. This is a friendly. I don't understand the logic. But, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't a disaster.
Did you see much of it, Vic, the England game?
Yes, a bit. I didn't see the first one because I think that was Saturday, wasn't it? And I was at that, but I saw
did miss a lot, the first one.
Yeah, no, I heard that. Yeah, so it was much better evening, and I saw most of it. I was pleasantly surprised, I think, because I'd heard it was so bad on the Saturday. I think I was expecting it to be worse, and actually there was bits that weren't bad.
Yeah. What I noticed when the referee went over to the VAR, you could just see a big Coventry flag where the VAR was, which was good. So when she ruled out that penalty, that was interesting. Jack, what did you think of it?
Yeah, I watched both. Do you know what? I've been fairly impressed. You've got to remember that Saturday was the first game that this squad have played in this heat. They were missing the 4 Arsenal players and Rodgers, I think. Watkins was playing out of position. And the 2 11s that played in the game hadn't played together before, so that they were both makeshift 11s, and they only played 45 minutes. And then the second game, I'm excited by the intent. It's just you need to click, right? And we saw this with Coventry against Hull City at the beginning of the season. We were 0-0. We were the better side. Did we deserve to win it? No. But did we need to click in that final third? Yeah, we did. Did it happen? Yeah, it did, because we scored 12 goals in the next 2 games. So I feel like that's where England are going. They just need that click. And I think I said this on the show a couple of weeks ago. I don't like Noni Madueke. The fact that the reserve player for Arsenal can get in on the right wing, and the 2 top goal-scoring Englishmen in the Premier League this season in Morgan Gibbs-White and Jared Bowen, well, all competitions he scored 18, it is ridiculous that they can't get in and Noni Madueke can. And you saw that. I mean, he looked exciting. He's got pace, but he missed an open goal, which is just embarrassing against Costa Rica.
I couldn't believe he missed that. Yeah,
he did all the hard work,
Yeah.
dragged it around the keeper, and then went with the wrong foot. And that's what embarrasses me. When a player of that level, that's just won the Premier League, by the way, has only got one foot, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
What about the fact that Haji Wright's not played a single minute of the friendlies for USA?
Yeah,
that is concerning.
Has he got an injury or something? This is weird. He's not had a kick.
Yeah, not even come on for 10 minutes or nothing, has he? Nothing. That suggests he may have an injury, maybe, and they're trying to hide it, maybe nursing him back. I don't know.
And another thing that concerned me last night with England slightly is, what is Harry Kane doing in the 18-yard box defending at one stage when he's meant to be the talismanic figure up front? I thought he shouldn't be that deep. He should not be in that box playing out from the back. I thought, this is weird.
Especially against Costa Rica. I mean, it's not like sometimes it might be all hands on deck.
Can I just play devil's advocate with that? There was a Dimitar Berbatov goal from, I don't know, 2012, 2010 maybe, sort of Man United, where he picks up the ball in the box, gives it to Patrice Evra. They dart through the midfield. He gets played out to the right wing, and then the ball's cut back to Berbatov, who's on the edge of the 18-yard box, and he scores what looks like a tap-in. Why can't England do the same thing? With the pace and the width we play with now, that's perfectly feasible. So you're going to call out Berbatov as well?
No, but Harry played the ball out and didn't move. It was just weird to see him back there. I think you don't need him back there against, like Vicky said, against Costa Rica.
Yeah, if it was France or Spain, I get it.
Well, maybe he's been instructed to do that, obviously.
I think Harry Kane does what Harry Kane wants.
Yeah.
It's like Tuchel said when they said, do you think it's a game you should rest him in? He says, are you going to tell him?
Yeah.
He wants to play. I mean, he's a machine. He's a machine. And people say don't sign old players, but, you know.
I think the thing is as well, like we're watching...
he's probably still worth 60 million, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
He's potentially on for the Ballon d'Or, depending upon how England do in this tournament.
Yeah, possibly. Well, I'll be interested to see. It's a long way to go. So, I mean, the heat out there is going to be a major problem, I think, major issue for players.
The thing is as well, we've built our hopes up so many times, and then, like, so you just... Yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching there was a documentary on the other day about the when we got knocked out on penalties, and when it was like Beckham and Lampard and Gerrard and Ashley Cole, and you look at that team thinking they should have done better. And so and we've just, like, there's so many times we're just thinking that we had all that optimism. So I don't know. You don't want to get too carried away, because there's teams that'll be better than us, isn't there?
In England's defence, they have gone out to some freak events, really. I mean, I'm not even sure Ronaldinho meant that goal when he scored against Seaman. You look at the game against Argentina where Sol Campbell's goal was disallowed. It shouldn't have been. There was the game against Portugal as well, wasn't it? Similar as well. Yeah, but they should have won it. You know,
in that documentary, Rio Ferdinand was saying the biggest problem they'd got in that time was that basically as soon as they turned up for England, they were in the wrong mindset. Like, for their clubs, they were playing their best football, and as soon as they got in an England shirt, they were playing their worst football. They didn't get on with each other. There was all sorts of weird things going on, and it cost them that tournament, really, because they should have done better.
I think it was the Liverpool-Man United rivalry, wasn't it? And you got the Wags as well, which didn't help.
That was the rumour, wasn't it? That they didn't get on, obviously. And there was a bit of rivalry and a split in the camp between Liverpool and Man United players. And that's what caused some of the issues. But I suppose we'll never know.
But in saying that, I can remember the documentary in '94 when they did, they just hit the post, Mexico, where you saw a division with the black and white players. You had black players on one table and white players eating their lunch on another table. I thought, why aren't they all together as a group?
Yeah,
it's weird, but it's, I think it's, they just need to get over that. I think now, since Southgate, it's improved massively. There's, they've got to semi-finals, they've got to finals. They've just got to win something.
The thing is, in the last 4 tournaments, though, Claudio, under Southgate, whenever we've played someone of any meaning, we haven't won. That's the problem. We haven't beat any of the big teams. If the seedings, I suppose, go as you expect, and every team that should top their group does top their group, we get Brazil in the quarterfinals, Portugal in the semi-finals, Spain or France in the final, I believe. So we've got to beat 3 top teams, probably, or at least 2, to win this. And we can't even beat 1 at the moment in previous recent tournament history. And this is a lot of the similar sort of squad. I mean, Henderson's still there that was in there in 2018, that when we couldn't do it, Croatia. You know, we lost to Italy in the final, we've lost to Spain in the final, and we've lost to France because Harry Kane missed a penalty. And that would have only drawn the game. So we just can't beat the bigger teams.
Yeah, at least not Portugal and lost to Greece in the final. That's terrible.
or at least we've not qualified, you know.
Yeah.
Right. But you know, there's only so many times you can win it.
Well, yeah, there is. And you just never know. You need a little bit of luck sometimes along the way.
The interesting thing with Italy, though, under 18s, 17s and 19s, they're winning tournaments. I don't know what's going on. It's frustrating that Ancelotti is the manager of Brazil when he should be manager of Italy.
The problem is, Claudio, they're playing against the blind school. That's why they're winning.
That's probably right.
They've obviously got some good youngsters coming through.
Yes, it bodes well for the future, doesn't it, for you, Claudio? It bodes well for the future if they're...
It does. But no foreign manager is one with a foreign country, if that makes any sense. So put your money on. Who are we going to put our money on then? Argentina or France?
France look good. France for me.
Elise, Dembele, and Mbappe in the front, scary.
Yeah. Talking about predictions, Jack, you've got some prediction tables for us, haven't you?
Yes, here we go. So we're going to go through as a team and predict group by group and then all the knockout stages. So we'll have to do this fairly quickly. So as we can agree as a team, what's this group going to look like? Bearing in mind, Mexico are winning against South Africa right now. Are we putting them top of the group? Host nation?
Just remind us of the teams in there, South Africa.
So Mexico, South Korea, South Africa, and Czechia.
Yes. Well, yes for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mexico top.
Yeah.
Who are we going with second?
I reckon South Korea.
And May.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, South Korea, yeah.
And then Czechia third.
Yeah.
So South Africa bottom. Tough group here. Canada, Qatar, Switzerland, Bosnia. Who wants to shout for any of them?
That's the group Italy would have been in.
You'd have walked the group.
That's a shock. Switzerland will win that group. They got a good team, actually. I would imagine for me, the 2 European teams, that's my thoughts.
Yeah.
So we'll go Switzerland. I actually want to make a case for Canada. I think Canada are going to have a good go at going second, you know. Bosnia aren't all that. They've got a very old squad. What do you guys think? That's the team effort.
What's the other team? Canada, Bosnia. What's the other one?
Qatar.
Yeah, they'll be bottom. I think Switzerland will be top, Qatar will be bottom, and then the other two, it's a flip of a coin. It could be either way.
Yeah, I think I'll go for Canada.
Okay, there we go. So
most of these groups, the third team qualify as well.
Yeah,
you literally have to be absolutely rubbish not to qualify out the groups.
Right, Group C, we've got Brazil, Haiti, Morocco, and Scotland.
I think Haiti will finish top.
Are you looking at it upside down, Vic?
Yeah.
I think I'm going Brazil and I'm going to go for the Scots.
Well, you are Scottish, aren't you, Ken?
Well, I ain't, but my family are.
What do you guys think? Scotland or AFCON champions by default, Morocco? What do you think?
I think Scotland will finish third in that group. They still won't get out of the group.
Yeah. Have they ever seen heat like this? They're all going to be sunburnt after 10 minutes, aren't they?
Well, that's
a good point, isn't it? Yeah.
Heat. Yeah.
So we go Morocco second then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Right, USA, Australia, Paraguay, Turkey.
Is anybody going to watch any of those matches, really, honestly, if they don't have to?
No.
I mean,
Well, we go into the
Australia-
host. You think USA will win that league?
I think they might. Them or Turkey.
Yeah, Turkey looked good in the last time.
That's so hard. I'm going Paraguay second, I reckon.
There's a lot of talk of Turkey being dark horses for this. So who are we going to win?
USA are quite entertaining. They're not a bad team, actually. They play some decent stuff. So I think they'll be
And at home, they should.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I reckon it'll be USA and then Turkey second.
USA.
I agree. I think Turkey are going to be good. So Paraguay third and Australia. Right, my team Curacao, Ivory Coast, Ecuador, and Germany. Surely the Germans win this group.
Should do, shouldn't they?
They've got to win.
Germany, Ecuador, I think. You say Ivory Coast?
Yeah.
Oh, no, Ivory Coast second.
Yeah, I'd lean that way.
What, ahead of
Ecuador?
Ecuador. Yeah.
That's where I'm going.
Okay.
Although a great dance track is Ecuador, as we all know.
Yes.
And my team Curacao not to win a game. Difficult group here: Japan, Netherlands, Tunisia, and Sweden.
Oh, that's a tricky one, isn't it?
Didn't they only win one game in their whole qualifier?
Sweden drew 2 matches, didn't win a game, qualified via the playoff because they had a decent Nations League group or something, and got into the playoffs. They shouldn't even been in the playoffs. It's just bonkers. So
someone's bitter.
Yeah, very.
I think the Dutch will win that. The Dutch will win it, won't they? Top of the league there, the Dutch.
Yeah, Sweden have got enough to get points, haven't they?
Are we saying Tunisia are bottom and them 3 are going to be up?
Yeah.
So we're probably going to say Netherlands based on who they've got, Japan second because they're a good side, Sweden edging through.
Yeah.
Okay. Belgium, Egypt, Iran, New Zealand. Now, Iran, don't forget, beat Wales. We like to remember that every time we play against Swansea. We remind them. That was the last World Cup.
Oh.
But we've got to go Belgium winning this, haven't we?
Yeah.
You know, sir,
Mo
Iran,
Salah second. Egypt, Mo Salah, Omar Marmoush. Couple of good players.
Yeah, so in that group, probably enough to finish second, haven't they, in that group?
Yeah, it's a poor group. And I think New Zealand, I know they only kept us to 1-0, but that's them, isn't it, in fourth?
Yeah.
Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, Spain, Uruguay. Spain and then Uruguay, top 2?
Yeah.
Gotta be.
And we go Saudi third.
Cape Verde won't qualify, will they?
No, I don't think so.
Really, with the World Cup and Italy on, is that like the sort of what we're sort of like? This is some crazy stuff going on.
And Curacao, don't forget Curacao.
It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
Iran even in there.
Ooh, this one could be tricky. France, Norway, Senegal, Iraq. Obviously, Senegal won AFCON before it got overturned.
I think exactly as you just said it will finish.
You think that order? Okay. Yeah. But don't forget, Norway's got a better side than people think. Haaland, Ødegaard,
good.
But are they good enough, Claudio? Are they good enough?
Well, they did the double over Italy.
Well, that's not hard.
They're the reason Italy aren't there, because the 2 games between Italy and Norway settled the group, really. Yeah. So I think Norway finished second in that.
So we go in that order then: France, Norway, Senegal, Iraq.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Some of these groups are weird. Like some of them have got 4 teams that are all used to this, and then some are like really competitive. They're not like really. It's just really weird.
Well, judge this one then: Argentina, Algeria, Austria, Jordan.
Order.
Argentina top, surely.
Yeah.
And then is it going to be Austria or is it going to be Algeria?
I think Austria, don't you? Algeria.
Yeah,
We had Mahrez.
Argentina.
That's about the only one I can name.
Yeah.
So we'll
Yeah,
go
Austria and Argentina, I think.
Okay. Colombia, Portugal, Uzbekistan, and DR Congo.
Well, that tells you all. I've never heard of some of them.
So I assume we think Portugal, Colombia, and then are we going Congo over Uzbekistan?
Congo?
No, I reckon it's basically.
No, I was saying the last time Congo were in it was as Zaire back in 1974. If you remember the famous free kick where they all lined up and Brazil went to take the free kick.
One of the answers?
And he broke out the wall and kicked the ball down the other end of the pitch. But they had a brilliant goalkeeper in that tournament. If you can find old footage, the keeper was amazing. He was literally playing for his life because they reckon if they embarrass the country, that basically don't go back at the time. I think Mabusu was the guy in charge. They ain't got a chance, if I'm honest.
Do we think Uzbekistan might come third?
Yeah.
Okay, I have no idea. So,
Uzbekistan's
ridiculous. And then the group of death: Croatia, England, Ghana, Panama. How do we see this going?
England and Ghana for me, 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Do you know what? I think I'm going to go that as well. I fancy Ghana.
Okay, I'm outvoted. I was actually going to say I think Ghana are useless. I think they've got a couple of good players, but they're really, really poor. I was going to say Croatia second, but I'm outvoted. That's fine.
I think Croatia.
And Panama bottom, obviously.
Yeah.
So that will generate. I've got to zoom out a little bit here, I think. Can I get over? I'm trying to. Some of you might not be able to see this very well, but this is as much as I can zoom in. But I'll read out the games. I just need to know who's going to win this one. Mexico, Ecuador.
Mexico.
Yeah. Canada, Morocco.
Canada.
No idea.
Well, for not sure, draw.
It's a knockout game, Ken. You can't go for a draw.
Penalties. I'll go Morocco.
Yeah, Morocco got to a World Cup semi-final last time and are AFCON champions, technically. So, yeah. Switzerland, Sweden.
Switzerland.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. What about you, Vic?
Yeah, go with that. Yeah, cool.
Okay. Brazil, South Korea.
Brazil.
USA, Croatia.
USA, I think.
Yeah, USA had you right.
Yeah, home advantage. Yeah. Ivory Coast, Japan. I think Japan won that.
Yeah.
Very skillful team, Japanese.
Germany, Senegal.
Germany.
Germany.
Netherlands, Turkey.
Who?
Netherlands.
Holland.
Oh, Holland.
Yeah. Belgium, Iran.
Oh, Belgium.
Uruguay, Norway. Interesting one.
Norway.
Oh. Go on, I'll go Norway as well.
I want to say Norway as well.
Oh, say it.
The heat's
Go Norway.
worrying me. The temperature worries me. I think Uruguay a little bit of an advantage, but yeah, Norway. Spain, Algeria.
Spain.
France, Egypt.
France.
Argentina, Czechia.
Argentina.
Colombia, Ghana. Tricky one, maybe.
Ghana.
Yeah, it's a bit of Ghana. BTA's in there, Ghana.
I really think Ghana are crap, and I want to say Colombia here.
You sure?
What do you say?
I think Colombia as well. So it's
We're 2-2.
Oh, someone needs to vote in the comments. Come on, someone in the comments. Colombia or Ghana?
I can't see the comments going. Flicked over.
No one's helping.
No one's helping. Yeah.
Go Colombia then.
Okay, we'll go Colombia. Portugal, Scotland.
Portugal.
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 And then England, Austria.
England in dire situation where it's going to be so awful and somebody's going to score in the last minute.
98th minute.
Mark Cunningham says Ghana.
Ooh, interesting. Right, round of 16. Mexico, Morocco.
We're going to do the whole lot, are we?
Yeah, we're not far off now. Mexico, Morocco.
Oh, Mexico. Mexico's too quick on.
Yeah, Switzerland, Brazil.
Brazil.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Brazil, but they're just so overrated, the Brazilians.
Yeah, but it's just where it is, and the temperature and everything will suit them, won't it?
You're not taking into consideration the temperature, Claudio, are you?
Well, they struggle to get out. They actually struggle to qualify. They finished 6th, I think, or 5th. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Brazil,
USA, Japan. Ooh.
Japan.
Japan.
What?
Yeah,
The USA getting knocked out?
Yeah.
They'll get the revenge for the Battle of Midway.
President Trump won't be very happy.
Yeah, I'll probably deport the Japanese team or something.
Yeah.
Right, Germany, Netherlands.
Germany.
Ooh. No, I think Netherlands.
Well, I'm going Germany, so.
Germany.
Belgium, Norway.
Belgium.
I'm going to go Norway.
Ooh,
I was going to say Norway. I don't understand how Belgium were ever top of the FIFA rankings by not winning anything. I find that odd.
Yeah.
Overrated, Belgium have always been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's going through then?
Wow. I mean, I said Uruguay were going to beat Norway, but now I've said Norway are going to win. So.
Oh, Mark says Norway, so let's go Norway.
Yeah.
We've also been outvoted in the comments. I'm going to put Ghana instead.
Yeah, look at Ghana.
Yay to Ghana.
Big support for Ghana.
They're going to be crap. I tell you, they're going to be crap. Argentina. Oh, sorry. Spain versus France in a round of 16.
Oh. No doubt the French will win.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
think Spain win that. Hands down.
I don't think that can happen in the round of 16. I don't think this has got this bracket correct because I thought England and Brazil would be on the same side. That's the only website I could find that we could do this.
Oh well, it doesn't matter, does it?
I'm going France. I'm
going France.
Right, Argentina versus Ghana. Surely you can't say Ghana anymore, guys.
No.
I don't know. I think Ghana are a great side.
Ken.
We're going, I think we're going Ghana. Ghana again in the comments.
I just realised I haven't put this on the screen for you all to see. I thought it was there the whole time.
No, we're guessing.
Can't see it anyway.
Portugal versus England.
England, revenge.
Yeah, let's go for England.
Revenge for 06. Okay, quarterfinals. Mexico, Brazil.
Brazil. Mexicans always get to quarterfinals and completely cock up. Always have done World Cup.
They do. I do like that. Brazil for me.
Yeah.
All right, Japan, Germany.
Oh,
close one, I think.
Got to go for the Germans just for the experience.
Yeah, I agree.
and also they're ruthless once it's knockout, aren't they? The Germans, they're annoying at that. Like,
yeah.
Got so much experience in big tournaments.
Norway, France.
France.
Has to be. Argentina, England. So we've just beat Ronaldo. Can we beat Messi?
No.
More revenge.
Yeah, more than the last minute.
Oh.
Some biased predictions here.
Let's be biased. And put England through.
VAR decision.
Semi-final, Brazil, Germany. Can Brazil get revenge for that 7-1 or do the Germans do it again?
I think the Germans will win that.
What, beat Brazil?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Claudio?
I think the Germans are going to run out of steam by then, I think.
Right, comments. We need Brazil, Germany. What do you guys think? We'll come back to that. France, England, semi-final.
The French will win.
You sure? Can England are due a winning against France?
Got to be the French.
Yeah, I think France would win that.
That'd be our heartbreak again. We'll get all excited. We'll get all excited because we'll be in Portugal and Argentina, and then we'll like go out on a whimper.
They'll go for Germany in the comments, do they?
Well, Mark Cunningham says Germany, Vince Everett says Brazil, and Trevor Merriman says Japan would beat Germany in the quarters. So I think on that basis, we have to go for Brazil.
Okay.
So a final of Brazil v France. Is that a repeat of, is it 98 or 02, whichever one?
Yeah, I think the French would beat Brazil.
Yeah, I do.
So you're saying the French will win the World Cup?
That's our prediction.
Yeah.
That's depressing, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
At least we beat Argentina and Portugal according to this. So hey ho.
Right, shall I do the answers for the quiz?
Yeah, you're talking the World Cup. You've got a catalogue of answers for us, Claudio.
Right, and so question 1 was, which Coventry City manager guided Sweden to the 1958 World Cup final? It was George Rayner, who managed to. He did an incredible job, George Rayner.
They came all before my time, so I didn't get that.
Yeah, same.
Question 2. Vava was the first player to score in 2 different World Cup finals. Of which country? It was for Brazil.
Yeah. Remember the commentary, Vava.
It just sounds Brazilian, so I just guessed, but I didn't know that, but I guessed.
Yeah. The first country to win the World Cup back in 1930 was, of course, Uruguay, otherwise known as Uruguay.
Oh, I nearly said that.
Did you not know that one, Vic?
No, Vic.
No. Well, I do. I did, and I forgot I knew that. Now he's just said it. It's come back into my.
Question 4. The Coventry City players scored twice in the 1998 World Cup tournament, scoring against England as well. Viral
Moldovan.
I got that one. Yeah.
Moldovan.
Yeah.
For Romania. He could score for everybody. Well, he scored that goal at Villa Park, but my gosh. Yeah.
I guessed at Chippo. Was I in the right era?
Yeah, but wrong country.
Yeah.
I didn't know, so I just guess.
Number 5, who scored the famous goal of the century in the 1986 World Cup? Of course, it was Maradona against England.
Slam dunk.
Not that one, the dribble.
Yeah, the dribble where Peter Reid followed him for 40 yards. I know that.
Although with VAR, it wouldn't have been given because there was a foul on Hoddle before the move started. A really bad foul as well, actually.
Yeah.
Which nation, number 6, which nation reached the 1954 final unbeaten but lost to West Germany? It was Hungary.
Oh,
Hungary.
I put Czechoslovakia. I know they were good back then.
So Tommy Hutchison became the first Coventry City player to appear in which World Cup? It was 1974.
Yes! Come on.
I'll put 70.
Well, I know my dad started following in 71, and I thought it must have been after that. That was my logic.
They've got a referee view cam, which is absolutely, it's like playing FIFA on ground level. It's nightmare. The referee view, if it's a championship referee, it'd be just black, wouldn't it? Because you wouldn't see anything. Where are we then? Question 8, which is the only player to score in 5 different World Cup tournaments? It's, of course, Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Cristiano.
I knew that.
Which country, number 9, which country's victory eliminated Italy from the 1966 World Cup? It was North Korea.
Whoa.
Brilliant.
Who then went to play Portugal in the quarter-final and were 3 goals up and ended up losing 5-3 to Portugal. Of course, South Korea knocked out Italy as well in one of the World Cups. Just as well, there isn't an East and a West Korea.
Well, you wouldn't get to the World Cup these days to be able to play them.
That's true. Question 10, which Coventry City player played every match in the 1994 World Cup before leaving the club? Was Phil Babb.
Republic of Ireland.
So
and
I
he was
put,
sold to
I put
Liverpool.
Roland Nilsson. Am I in the right era for that one as well?
Yeah, but he wasn't with us
No
then.
bit out on that one.
11. What is the
Well done.
highest scoring match in World Cup history? Was
What?
it Austria
6.
7,
No.
Switzerland 5, Austria 8, Switzerland 4, or was it 6-6? The answer is Austria 7, Switzerland 5.
Yeah, joking.
Yeah, we did this in the
I remember
We did
6.
this.
Come on.
Disappointed there.
Question 12. Which Russian player scored 5 goals in a single match in 1994, then became the Golden Boot winner?
Levyashin.
It was Oleg Salenko against Cameroon, and then he only scored 1 more goal after that.
It wasn't. It
I
wasn't.
couldn't think of any
Levyashin.
Russian strikers.
Yeah. 13. Which Coventry City player had a goal disallowed versus England in 2006? Stern John.
Oh, Sturd John.
Where was he from?
What country was that?
Jamaica, wasn't it? It was a
Trinidad and
Caribbean.
Tobago.
That's it,
Trinidad.
yeah, sorry. I knew it was a island. I can't remember which one.
What question are we on now? Sorry. 14. Which player scored the winning goal in the 1974 final? It was Gerd Muller.
Yes.
Yay.
Come on. Oh, red card. Red card.
Yep.
Red card.
Oh,
South Africa have had a man sent off, and Mexico have got a penalty.
so Claudio, I think it was a substitution.
Yes.
There's been a red card, Claudio.
Yeah, red card.
Red card. Yeah.
Red card.
It's Sito. I mean, it's Sito.
It's him.
It is.
Oh,
Chapello Sito.
There's a red card. He's been sent off.
Sithole.
What's happened? Was it
Sithole.
handball? Was it a foul?
Sithole.
Was it handball? Foul?
Oh, it's outside. It's outside the area. It's a foul. He's clipped his legs just outside the area, so it's a red card. Last man, 1-on-1.
No, so it's not a
Question
penalty.
number 15. Which Coventry City player was part of the 1978 Scotland squad? It was Jim
oh, I knew this
Blanc.
one.
Yes, come on.
Right, yes.
16. Before Argentina, previously, which nation lost their opening match before going on to win the tournament? It was Spain.
2010.
Oh,
17. Up until the semi-final, how many goals had England conceded in the 1966 tournament? 0.
Oh,
0.
oh.
Ugh.
Yeah. 18.
what?
Who finished top goal scorer in 1970 World Cup? It
Was
was.
it Muller again? Because I guessed him a lot.
It's Gerd Muller.
yes.
Didn't it?
I think it was 10 goals. I think. 19. Which Coventry City player represented Sweden at the 2002 World Cup? It was Magnus Hedman,
Edmund.
Come on.
and it was our player until August the 1st when we sold him to Celtic.
Yes.
For not much money, about $1.75 million. It was peanuts. And question 20. Only one country has won every match on the way to winning the World Cup. It's Brazil in 1970.
Ugh.
I went with Uruguay just because I thought about what you said, Claudio, in the fact that there weren't many teams in the beginning. So there's less games to play, so you're more likely to win. That's why I went Uruguay, one of the early ones, either 30 or 38. Right.
Would have better than I thought it was going to there.
Oh, yeah, that'd be.
Although putting Brazil and Mother a lot worked quite well.
I got 10, which isn't
I
bad.
know. Yeah, well, I got 10 too.
In the comments, in the comments, who got 20, basically? Have to go backwards.
Yeah. I don't think anybody got 20.
19, anybody?
No.
18?
No.
17?
No, not quite.
16?
No.
15?
No.
I have to slow down because the comments might be a little bit behind us somewhere. So
14.
Don't tell me and Vicky are going to win this. Paul Stratton got most of these. I wonder how many Paul Stratton got.
I think there's 13 2.
11.
Me, Paul Stratton. How many did you get, Paul? Just put me. What?
13, 12, 11.
13, 12, or 11.
How many, Paul?
I think we've got about 15 from what
he was answering quite a lot right in the comments. 13.
There's your winner. There's your winner.
What's that? Yeah, he's the winner. That'll do. You've won a chippy dinner with Ken.
Real
British game of the season.
Traditional British chip shop food.
Finley Mega Chippy in the car park before the game.
So is that a mug for Paul when we sorted the mugs out?
Paul, if you send your details on the email, we'll get a mug off to you. Derby Fans TV mug for that.
Paul must have a mug, surely.
Very much. He might have.
You have a collection.
Well, he might have another one. Yeah.
So that was the quiz. Back to you,
Ken. I'm quite sure I got 10 actually. I thought I was going to do rubbish.
Well, I got 9. I was just below you. I got 9.
If I'd have done the Vicky strat and just put Brazil for every country, I'd have got 12.
I did put West Germany a couple of times as well.
Let's catch up with a few comments then, Jack. Where were you?
Yeah, there's been loads since we did our prediction and them results. So Mrs. Christmas said, I just misread that South Africa's player name ending in Hull. Yes, well, so did Claudio and I just now. Wayne said, I have a feeling the Rushworth deal is done behind the scenes. As soon as the transfer window opens, it will be announced along with season ticket prices.
I actually think that. I think they've been holding on the season ticket prices so that they go, here's a sign-in, all exciting. We put the prices up a bit, but you're also excited about the sign-in that you don't care about that. So it's all strategic.
Maybe. So James says Rushworth Valley will only go up. He is young.
Yeah.
Frank Wood, Nicola will only be here a couple of years. As Claudia says, these top people move on, often chasing the money. Martin says, I saw Ghana play Mexico. They lost 2-0 and looked about as bad as South Africa are right now. See, me and Martin are on a wavelength. Ghana are crap.
Bizarrely, since South Africa had a man sent off, they're actually attacking now.
Yeah, they've just had a shot, a good shot.
I know, yeah. Bizarre.
Salup says, evening all, sorry I'm late, was avoiding the opening ceremony. All that prancing and dancing and showy crap is what drives me mad about major sporting events. That's why we're trying to get rid of Claudio off the podcast, but he just won't shift, to be honest.
Like a bit of dancing and prancing.
Mrs. Christmas said, England looked better last night because we played quicker. That suits us. It does. Declan Rice needs to wear a higher grade of sunscreen. He came out of the New Zealand game with his head as red as a lobster. Well, he didn't play against New Zealand. He was one of the Arsenal quartet, but he's clearly been in the sun, hasn't he, Martin? Hadji is the third striker behind Balogun and Pepe. Poch doesn't rate him. Mark R says, has everyone seen the compilation of 99 of City's goals on YouTube? Fantastic. It was unbelievable watching that again.
Some cracking goals, isn't there?
Not many tap-ins, he says. Salah also says, I started to feel a bit World Cup-y and England supportery last night. Dusted off my white cov top with mini England flag from 2010 in anticipation. There's a few people helping us out with the predictions. Curacao to win the group, says Martin. Iran might finish second. Japan will do well. City signed someone from the Japanese team. Hassan Tats links. That's not a good shout. I think Japan will do very well this tournament. Martin says Norway are a dark horse team. Again, they'll get sunburnt in 10 minutes. So that's my only concern. England will wreck Panama 5-0. There's going to be some bizarre teams finishing third in their group and getting into the knockouts. Yeah, absolutely. What does Scotland and a library book have in common? They both get returned in 2 weeks. Says Matt. Oh, sorry, I didn't do the voice, Mad Frankie. Sorry. Mark Cunningham, big Ghana fan. Frank Wood, big Ghana fan, apparently. Mexico for home advantage. There was all those helping outs. Mark Cunningham says England will win by VAR. That's good thinking. Salup CCA says Sithole sent off. Wayne Ghost wants us to look at Gutierrez, whichever one he is, of the Mexicans. Frank got 8 out of 20. Ralph says, I agree with Ken. The biggest concern for England is the heat. I'm not so excited about this World Cup because there are too many teams of poor quality.
What's going to be hilarious?
He'll have the chippy if he can have your scallop, Ken.
No problem. We can definitely have the scallop.
And there you go.
What's going to be hilarious? What's going to be hilarious is when Cape Verde get through to like the knockouts and how much Claudio is going to be sulking. That Italy aren't there and like Cape Verde are in the knockouts.
Cape Verde versus Germany in the round of 32, and it's a cricket score.
Is that it? Up to date?
Yes, that's all the comments in. What else have we got to talk about?
We've got Diamond Club. We were at the Diamond Club today. We had a fantastic day at the Diamond Club. Me, Claudio, and Vicky. We've seen Ralph, I think, there as well, and a couple of other people there.
Wood.
And yeah, there is in the background. Yeah, there's a picture. We're on table 1, believe it or not. I did expect Doug to be on the table, but he was nowhere to be seen. Because we're on table 1. I thought, oh, that's nice, table 1. But yeah, my first one, and it was very good. I enjoyed it. Even like I say, the second part of the food was fine. So yeah. Now Claudio likes having a little bit of a gamble. He
showing your age.
He had a few raffle tickets, like you can see. Not one winner, even though there was 2 winners on our table. They weren't any of us. It was the 2 people on the table.
Did you bring your dabber, Claudio? Did you bring your own personalised dabber?
No, they're raffle tickets.
They're raffle tickets. We had bingo as well, but we didn't win on that either. Me and Vicky were waiting on the same number, actually.
Yeah, we were one number away, both the same number.
Yeah, they're raffle tickets. Now, Claudia didn't win one, nowhere near. But there was 2 winners on our table, and I can tell you the people that had the raffle tickets only bought 2 lots of tickets each.
There you go.
They only had 2 colours, and look there, look how many Claudio's got. So there you go. But yeah, it's good. It was really good, and I enjoyed it. And Dennis Mortimer and Kirk Stevens were there as a special guest. It was interesting to listen to Dennis Mortimer about why he left Cov to go to Villa. He didn't really want to go, but he got sort of tapped up, I think, didn't he? And met Ron Saunders on the A45 somewhere, wasn't he? He says to discuss the move, and then next thing he was gone. So yeah, it's nice to hear a few stories like that. But yeah, it's really good. Did you enjoy it, Vic? The Diamond Club?
Yeah,
that's your second one, wasn't it?
Yeah, second one. Yeah, I saw Dennis Mortimer Part 1 as well, which was really interesting. I think it's a really nice. It's a really good event, isn't it? Well organised by like volunteers and that. So it's something really positive.
Yeah. Jack, because you were there last year, weren't you?
Yeah, just did the one, hoping I'll get an invite somewhere along the line in the future.
Yeah,
it seems like make friends with old people. That's what you do. Like that's what I.
You would have been the youngest one there, I think.
Yeah, I was last time.
Yeah,
quite some distance. I think the next youngest person was Jordan. That's only because he was singing.
Yeah.
Well, there was no singer on this year, was there, Claudio? No singer.
It's not Christmas.
It's not Christmas, is it? So there's 4 of the year, isn't it? So my only disappointment was I thought maybe the trophy might have been there.
Yes, I was expecting the trophy to be there.
But it seems to be going on tour with companies who have sponsored the EFL.
The EFL, yeah, that's when I wanted to have my photo. That was the guy who I spoke to. He did say it's going around to all the sponsors of the EFL first. Then it's going back to Coventry because Monzo have got booked. They're going to go around. WLADITT as well. It's going to be at various points. You can get your photo taken with there. I suppose at WLADITT shops, maybe. So we'll be doing. You will get an opportunity to get your picture taken, no doubt. And then obviously Cov will have they might even have it on display when they open the new shop eventually.
Well, I'd like to know, because we haven't got an official boardroom, have we? So where's the trophy cabinet going to be?
Well, that's a good question because at Highfield Road they had a trophy cabinet, didn't they? I know we didn't win that many trophies. We won the FA Cup, And we
Well,
won
there's
a
a
few.
lot of things in it. The old trophy
Yeah.
cabinet. I mean,
To be fair, we did win a lot of youth games, youth trophies, and stuff like that, didn't we?
yeah,
That
but I just don't. We should have one for the league. The playoff finals, the winning League One,
Yeah.
Championship. You should have replica trophies. There should be a trophy cabinet somewhere.
So the question is, where they're keeping these trophies at the moment? I wonder
I think
if
Doug's wardrobe, I reckon.
or if maybe they've got a place at Brighton, they put them at there. I don't know, but ideally, now that they own the CBS, it should be there, shouldn't it?
Well, it should be somewhere where fans can see them.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, but just an interesting one. Where is the trophy cabinet, if we've got one?
Yeah, I'd like to
Maybe
know.
we don't.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to find out because obviously with us not owning the ground previously, they wouldn't have had one in there previously. They would probably have to take all the trophies to Brighton and that to maybe store them there. But now that we own the stadium, they might build a trophy cabinet up in the shop, part of the shop upstairs, maybe. You can go and look at ability. Get your photo taken. Doug can make a bit more money, can't he? Charging you to have your photo taken with the cup.
Yeah.
Maybe put it next to the F1 simulators that he's getting in.
Apparently, yes, it's going to be. I am surprised, and somebody did mention this today. Actually, I don't know who it was about the shop not having a sale on yet. But then I thought the reason they haven't got a sale on is because they're getting rid of they're obviously selling the kit that we've got at the moment with Champions 26 on the back. So they won't want to reduce it yet, will they? Because people will want to buy. Those who haven't got the shirts will probably get the shirt and put Champions 26 on because they're the shirts we won the championship. Yeah, like this one here that Jack's got behind. Now normally they'd be reduced now, wouldn't they? They'd be half price, ready for the new kit to come out because they must have a lot of stock left in the shop.
Don't know.
At the moment, there's no sale on at all. No
one seems to know when the shop's open.
Well, it's supposed to be. I've been told the 1st of July. That's the date we got given.
Yeah.
No, I mean the current shop. No one seems to know when it's open or not. They keep closing it, don't they?
Yeah, that's been shut as well. That's been closed for various reasons. So, talking of kits, we've got some concept kits. We can have a little quick look at, can't we, Jack?
Yes, just trying to find. I think we've only got 2 or maybe 3. What's this one?
Oh no, that's interesting. That's a bit of the take that concept. And the club actually provided free kits for the singers, which is very good. And I've seen Mark Owen. He was wearing. I've seen him with his on one of the videos. So that's very good of him, isn't it? That's a good real gesture. There's one. Now, that's not too bad, is it? For home kit, do you think? What do you think?
Not a fan personally.
No?
The colours aren't right.
What? Which way? Which bit?
None of them. There isn't a proper sky blue. There's like a pale blue, a paler blue, and a mid-range. But that just doesn't look right to me.
Okay. There's the away version of that. There's the away one.
Yeah, the away one.
I like that.
Well, it's a different design, isn't it? Completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I quite like that one.
I do like that. I think there's been a second goal in the World Cup, by the way, 2-0, is it?
Yeah, I've just watched that go in.
Mexico.
Header. That's it. That's the game's done, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you prefer the badge? This is the question. Do you prefer the badge like that, Claudio, the old style badge, or do you prefer the?
I don't mind either, to be honest. I do like the old badge.
Yeah, because I know they're starting to put the old badge on some of the stuff, which I don't mind.
No, but it's. I mean the new badge is a new badge, isn't it? Really, because it's not. Because the other badge used to have green grass and one of the was it the eagle or the griffin, whatever it is, has got it used to have a red leg. So it's changed, hasn't it? Over the years.
Yeah.
I mean, I can remember a time when some shirts never used to have badges on.
Well, exactly. Yeah. Some kits with no badges on, believe it or not. They were the days, yeah. Bizarre.
That's quite nice, actually. Yeah.
How about you, Vicky? Do you like which badge do you like? Do you like the one with the elephant like that, or do you like the one at the moment? The home one?
I like them both. I think it probably to a degree depends on the shirt. Like that works on that shirt. I think that looks nice. So I wouldn't object to that. I think I like that generally, actually. But I think on the sky blue one, I probably would prefer like that badge. I don't really like that shirt, but
yeah, that badge. I'll probably agree. Yeah, the home one, I'd like that badge. I like that one. The away one, I'm not too particularly bothered. I think probably the elephant and the ball. Jack, what do you prefer?
I much prefer the newer badge. I don't mind that badge when it's done right on a good kit, but as a general rule, I think this is the badge I've grown up with, or as close to badge I've grown up with. So that's my favourite badge.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's there behind me. I love it.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. There you go. Well, we're getting coming to the end of the show, I think. Vicky, do you want to show your stadium again for this week?
That's last week's, and then this is this week's.
Okay, that's competition.
Another new one next week for everyone to.
And what's the prize? What can they win?
So we've got a print. I will at some point. I'm really sorry, guys. At some point, I will actually get a photo of the print that you can win, so people can see what they're entering for. And then also a mug as well, Ken, isn't there? We said we'd give them a mug as well.
Well, sure, mug as well.
But I will. There's a print. It's to celebrate us being champions. So yeah, that's just a fun little prize. And at some point, I will get round to getting a photo of that, so you can all say.
Yeah. Just one other thing. There was Take That concert at the CBS. You went, did you, Vicky? Very good.
I did. It was very good. Mainly to see Belinda Carlisle, who was excellent. But it was a very. Take That were good actually. They put on a good show. But yeah.
Yeah, I went to the original one way back 20 years ago. I can't believe it's 20 years. But yeah,
I've never seen Take That before. It's the first time I've ever seen them. But they put on a good show. But yeah, I was there for Belinda.
Belinda Carlisle. Heaven on Earth, is it? She sings?
She did a good set, some good classics. It was great.
Yeah, and the script actually.
They were good.
And then they turned up at the 4Ps, I believe, to do a show. A local Irish pub, the 4Ps in Cardiff afterwards.
Yeah, in Elston, they did a tribute. They did a bit of a Will Live and Die in These Towns as well for a little bit. They gave a shout out to the football club, which was lovely.
Which is great. Yeah, and I heard Take That giving it Coventry back in the Premier League, which is good.
Someone behind me booed. I was like, "What are you doing?" And then it turned out he was a Newcastle fan, and I was like, "Look, don't come to Coventry, stop booing."
Exactly.
It didn't understand you're a Villa fan, but
I know. I thought it was really random. I said, "What team do you support?" Thinking he was going to say like Leicester or something, and he's like Newcastle. I was like, "I don't understand what your problem is. Then why are you booing?"
Yeah, we're not rivals to them. We're playing them. Yeah. Right, that's it then. I think it's about it. Any more business? Anybody wants to discuss now? I think that's about it, isn't it?
Just want to give a shout out. So next week, we've got 2 shows next week. We've got Thursday night and Friday night. So obviously, we're all watching England versus Croatia next Wednesday night, I would assume.
Yes.
Our live show on Thursday is going to be a little bit of an England special. So we have a special guest who is DJing. I don't actually know when, but is DJing around the England-Croatia game. So I don't know if he's doing a set before the game or half time, but he's DJing live in the stadium. He also DJ'd at the Memorial Park on the 4th of May, and it is DJ Jack Christian. So he's a Cov kid, born and bred, lives out in the States in Texas. And yeah, did a great set just before the enemy came out at the Memorial Park. He's got a very swanky moustache, if that helps anyone recognise him. He's that guy. And yeah, DJing live England versus Croatia. So he's coming on the show on Thursday night. So it's going to be a bit of an England special. We'll obviously talk about Cov as well, as he's a Cov fan, and that's what we are as a Cov podcast. And then don't forget, Friday night, 7:30 again, we have our fixture release special. So again, that's probably going to be a full jam-packed show. We'll all talk about games that we're looking forward to going to, what might favour us based on European fixtures, first game, last game, first home and away, last home and away. So could be a very interesting discussion point. And you'll have all day, because the fixtures are released at 10 a.m, I believe. You'll have all day to think about it, and then you can jump on the podcast with us in the evening and get involved.
Quickly, home or away, Jack? Would you prefer fix your first game?
Home. I want home, and I want a poor team that hopefully we can get off the mark and get 3 points. I know people want big games, but I want a subpar team, let's say, one of the bottom 5 that we can hopefully chalk up a win.
Vicky, home or away?
Completely agree with Jack. Home game, a team that we can beat, 3 points, get off to a good start. I'm on Team Jack with that one.
Claudio, home or away, please? It's like question of sport, isn't it?
I'm going to be boring and say home against somebody who think can beat. It'd be a bit rubbish if we get Hull, though, won't it?
Wow. I was just about imagine if we get
0-0
like we did last year and it ends up 0-0. I'll be happy with anybody at home. I want a home game to kick us off, I think. Kick us off at the CBS with a home game. Packed crowd. Let's get a win into our bouts for the first game, I think.
I'm worried we end up being a Friday night game, because they do have sometimes Friday night for the first game of the season.
First game. And it could be, depending on the fixtures, it could well be.
The curtain raiser, as they say.
Curtain raiser, yeah. But anybody at home for me. Anybody at home to get us off to a flyer. I'll be happy with that. That's it then. Miles will be back next week, won't he? I think from his holiday. Oh, he's not. Oh, he's got another week. He's got another week, hasn't he? So he won't be. No, so I won't be. I'll be at work, and I'll be on the evening shifts. But I'm sure Jack, Claudio, and Vicky will be here. And as you said, we've got some special guests as well. So join us for our 2 shows next week. And that's it then. Hope you enjoyed the World Cup. It's currently 2-0 to Mexico at the moment, the first game.
Just still 2.
The first game, and then we've got plenty more to look forward to, obviously, as the next few weeks unfold. That's it then. It's a big play up Sky Blues for me, and good night from all the team. Thanks very much for joining us all. Claudia, Vicky, and Jack. Good night.
Good night.
Play up Sky Blues.
Sky Blue Fans TV, for the fans, by the fans.